going to hurt him.
Is he finished?
What if I kill you?
You were the wrong choice. Okay.
What if I put it in?
Look at his face. Look at his face.
I don't want to.
Pull out the sword!
I can't. It was really touching for me, your song.
Thank you.
I know very well the sickness of addiction, and to hear that song, for me, it gives me a lot of hope about people that are going through your problem.
Let folks know this magic doesn't just happen after 5 kids. Oh no, my friends, this is Slim Fast mixed with vodka.
Whoa!
I want to give you a little head start here.
Episode 4 of America's Got Talent was incredible. It was awesome. It was every word in the book, and Simon Cowell hit his golden buzzer. In this week's recap show, we talk about the Sofia Vergara moment that had everyone buzzing, our top 3 performances of the week, and the epic fail of a performance that had us saying, what the Hi, I'm Samantha.
I'm Mriganka,
and welcome to the Talent Recap Show. It was episode 4 of the America's Got Talent auditions, and Simon Cowell finally hit his golden buzzer. But you guys, last week we asked for variety, and they finally delivered because we saw some amazing acts on the show. We had Fang Yi, who totally rocked out with his ukulele, and I loved it.
He also was on the Ellen Show and went viral in Asia with Asia's Got Talent. And I wish he got a little more screen time, but I think in that small amount that he got, he stole our hearts. We also saw Olax, and they're from Arctic Serbia. They brought in the original, authentic touch of their tribe, and I've never in my life seen that kind of performance. Like, what was it? The nature sound, the noise they were making, the way they were dressed, like everything. It was so authentic, so original, and I felt like I'm missing out.
Yeah, and they also did a really popular song and they made it their own. And we also had the Liliac Band, who didn't get as much screen time, but they are really prominent and well-known, amazing rock band. But I think one of the big stories that we had was that Simon Cowell did his typical Simon.
Oh God.
Stop the performance. When Ashley Marina got on the stage, was like, no, you need to do another song. And she did the other song, and Simon was like, this isn't for me. And then Simon was like, see, what you're gonna do is go down to the basement and perform a song that was written by a male artist so that you can show some, range and be different.
Okay, first of all, she gave me Ainsley Byrne vibes, like, weird, even though she didn't cry this whole time. It took me back to last season, and let us know if you remember that too. Also, Simon is a softie, and the minute she started singing about her dad, it was like you could see a little pulp of Simon sitting on the judge's table because he just melted, and there was no sense of criticism that was going to come out of him. Even after the end of the act, he was like, if my son sang this song, which, like, he just wants to be loved by Eric. It was adorable.
If my son sang a song like that about me,
I would melt.
We also had Noah Elps.
Yeah.
And I have so many thoughts about it. First of all, I can't watch people like do things with their bodies. Like, it kind of makes me go weird, but I loved his story.
Yeah, I did the ventriloquism thing. We saw this a few weeks ago with Frenchie Baby. It'll be interesting to see how they both do in the next round of the competition. But I think that the big moment, the huge moment that had Sofia Vergara in complete awe and shock was Brett Loudermilk, who was a sword swallower, and he called Sophia up to the stage and was like, I need you to take the sword out of my mouth. And Sophia was just not having it. And I think this was the funniest moment that I've seen on this season so far.
No, I beg you, I can't. What part of when I wink did you not understand?
Look at his face. Look at his face.
I don't want to. No.
Pull it.
Pull it! Pull it!
You can't do it.
Pull out the sword!
I can't.
Just pull it out!
It's stuck there.
No, it's not.
Pull.
Okay, this season, I think also last season, a little bit of shade maybe, but I mean, come on, Sophia, it was this moment, when you saw this episode, it was like, okay, Sophia brought so much life to the show. She was, and I'm telling you, she was not overreacting, because what she was feeling, I was actually feeling it too, because I can't. If you tell me to pull out a sword out of somebody's mouth, my first instinct is I'm gonna kill them. I want no part in it. Just get me out of here. And the way she ran out of America's Got Talent stage, it made complete sense. And I think this episode belonged to Sophia, and of course to the sword fighter.
Yeah. 3 swords at one time.
Oh my god, I can't. No, I can't watch this kind of stuff. Like, it makes me go, ugh. So when I saw it, I was running. Like, I was actually trying to cover my eyes, but see a little bit, just to kind of see it, but not see it too.
Yeah, and this is the first time he ever did 3 swords at one time and had all 3 judges on stage.
I might pull one out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
No,
I really want to pull one out.
You really want to pull one out? Let's do it. All three. Wait. I've never done this before.
3 at once.
3 at once.
Not one.
Oh my God!
You're gonna get acid reflux.
And I'm saying 3 judges because you may have noticed that Heidi Klum was not present during this episode because she was under the weather. We know that it was because that's when COVID first started and she was out for a little while and people were just wondering what was going on with her. But if you want the inside scoop about what happened to Heidi Klum during AGT filming, head over to talentrecap.com for that tea. But you guys, I think it's time that we get into our top 3 performances of the night. And at number 3, we have the Cypress Bros.
Okay, my love for Philippines goes deep. And the Cypress Bros brought everything that is amazing, authentic, and lovable about Philippines. They were so excited, they were so genuinely sweet, so talented. The way they strung the Diablo, is that how we say it? Diablo on the stage and out. It was so sweet, so adorable. And how humble they were, the lighting, their shoes, and the fact that Heidi was very conveniently missing from the judges' table at that time while they did that. It was amazing. It was amazing use of space, amazing use of music, and I am so glad they have arrived.
Yeah, girl, the danger factor in that performance. I have never seen a danger factor in a Diablo performance, so
just imagine if that thing fell on Simon, because it was really, really close.
Or more importantly, Sophia, but that's just a personal preference there.
Okay, she has to be treasured.
But moving on to number 2, we have Nolan Neal, who sang sang an original song. And this was the moment that had Sofia Vergara in tears because she completely related to his story of being a former drug addict because she has people in her family who were also struggling with addiction.
I think this also gives a lot of hope to people who are just down in the trenches and they want something to look up to and some hope. Also, okay, all that said, Sofia Vergara cries so pretty that I can't. I'm just like, can you look ugly for a second? Okay, but like, okay, that aside, I also feel like the song had that, like there was this moment when the song ended and the judges started talking and, you know, we focused on the audience and it was like that song really connected to the people. And if I feel like if a golden buzzer had not been given out by then, I think they were a strong, like he was a strong contender for the golden buzzer because it wasn't just the audience, it was the, like it was just everybody in the room felt what he was trying to say.
But it wasn't the emotional backstory that made this performance great. It was the fact that his song really had a positive message that resonated with each and every person that was in the audience. You know, we saw a lot last week of emotional backstories for singers, and it was kind of refreshing this week for a song like this, an original song, which is not easy to perform on a stage of this caliber, really be successful. But I think we gotta go to our top performance of the night, and it was the Waffle dance crew, Simon's golden buzzer.
Okay, all right, I have to mention this. I have to mention this. I've seen them perform. I promise. I live in New York. They are our New York boys. We both have a lot of New York pride, and the way they danced, the way they performed, their story, and the way they were in sync even when they were dancing separately. Their steps were coordinated, and especially the part where he spun and everybody just like a deck of cards just fell like that. It was so beautiful, and I was so proud of the fact that they are New Yorkers representing us, even though I'm kind of upset that they said that New York, like, they don't really have a lot of hope from the city. Like, come on, you're in New York. We have hope, we have love, and we love you. But you know what? Even if you don't love us, New York loves you.
I think everybody loves them. Simon Cowell loves them, and honestly, that's the most important thing, I feel like, on America's Got Talent. And I'm surprised that I haven't seen them on the subway, but you know, maybe I'll see them around in the future.
If you guys are watching it, do you perform your Herald Square? If yes, let me know, because I'm telling you, it's impossible for those men to look that similar. Like, it was a moment of deja vu for me.
It's true, I was there. I watched it happen. She was like, I met one of those people.
I promise.
But I think it's time to get into our WTF moment of the week. It's the moment that had us saying, what the f***? And this week's WTF moment has to be that comedian Christine Hurley, who started out like as, you know, hopeful. We liked her, we were laughing. But then towards the end, it turned into a train wreck, and I had no idea how someone could go from top tier to mediocre.
Okay, listen, you have to understand, I have really strong secondhand embarrassment. So when I saw her, like the train wreck go down and down, and then once she said she messed up, and I was like, oh God. And then the second time, she's like, I messed up. And I was like, oh my God. Like there was this awkward silence, and then Simon's face was like even he didn't know what to do. And then when she tried again, I actually had to leave the room because I felt so bad for her. Like, what do you want me to do?
It's true.
Like, I don't know where to run. And the fact that like she had to stand there while the judges explained why she couldn't go further made it even more awkward, because just imagine standing there knowing that you've completely messed up, but you have to still take it in this stride. And then Howie being Howie, he's like, yes, you should totally be on the show.
Yeah, Howie actually went backstage and had like that nice moment and was like, you're funny, it happens to everybody. But again, it's true, because I was there. I saw her run out of the room because she was embarrassed.
And that was Jimmy Hurley.
Who's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's my husband.
Husband.
Oh my goodness. So, so my life is crazy. It's a 6-week course. Oh, I screwed that up.
That's okay. That's okay.
It's a 6-year course. Woohoo! Thank you.
Okay, I need you to promise me something, like, because you're the real one, okay? If ever I say I want to go on America's Got Talent, which, like, I have no talent, but if ever I'm like, I totally want to go, I want you to show me this clip, okay? Hold me accountable, because I can't, for the love of God, like, I can't believe, imagine, like, she went on stage.
Girl, I got you. Don't worry. I will not let you make a fool of yourself on that stage. But I'm wondering, if you were on America's Got Talent, what would your sob story be?
I was bullied for being fat, and I'm legally blind.
That was literally going to be my sob story because...
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, I wear glasses and I can't see anything, so that would probably be mine too. But I'm very curious, you guys, if you were to try out for America's Got Talent, we need to know, what would your sob story be? Because we all know that's what really gets you through to the next round, that gets the tears.
Shade! The shade!
Listen, girl, we've been watching the show for long enough, and we know that that's really what gets you in the good graces of the judges and the audience and the people at home. Let's be real.
Okay, I have to agree, even though I don't want to. But let us know. And now, what do you think is the comment of the week?
Oh, okay, you guys, it's time for the comment of the week. And every week we choose a comment because we like to have a conversation with you guys. And this week's comment happens to be from contestant Emerald Gordon Wolf. And I think her comment was directed towards me.
Okay, let me give you a little backstory, okay? So last recap, Samantha decided she wants to improvise.
Her name's pretty long. Maybe she should shorten it. Something like, you know, Sophie Dossie or something like that.
The shade.
Yeah, I did
that
say
was awkward.
Yes, I said that, but Emerald said, awesome recap. I'd just like to add that as a variety act, it's so hard. We're asked to do something no one has ever done before every single week. And she goes on to say that singers aren't expected to invent new notes. And for variety acts, it's just a lot harder because we have higher expectations for them. And I think that she has a point. Emerald girl, if you're out there, I meant no harm. I think we could be friends. But I do think she has a point because we expect a lot out of variety acts. We want them to show us something new, something fresh, something that will knock our socks off. Not only us, but also I'm pretty sure the rest of the people watching at home. However, I do think that you should probably shorten your name to something a little more, you know, cute and sweet.
And more memorable, because it's easier.
Yeah, like Emerald Wolf, you know, take out the Gordon part. I'm just trying to do you a favor.
Like, she's really nice, I promise, don't hate her. And also, Emerald is an 11-year-old kid, like, we meant no harm. We love you. We love everybody on AGT because we love AGT. We're fans.
Yeah, Emerald, if you're watching this, leave a comment down below. It's all love. We love you here at Talent Recap. For all you guys in the comments that want us to shut up, I think this is the time. So let them know where they can find you.
It's Mriganka Chavla on Instagram. Come say hi.
And I'm at SamanthaX373. Make sure you head over to talentrecap.com because we have all the scoop on AGT, including 5 facts about Emerald Gordon Wolf. Make sure you follow Talent Recap on all social medias, and you're on YouTube, so hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. But I think that's it for us today, so it's time to say,
and that's our Talent Recap.
Hey, what are you doing tonight? Well, I think you should hit that subscribe button down below, and then we can talk.